After 8 long months of fans awaiting the results of the Smash Bros. Fighter Ballot, a winner has finally been crowned. And while many fans are pleased by these results, some fans are wondering what may have been. What's going on, guys? Love Smash, back with an all new video for you guys today. And in today's video, I'm going to be counting down my picks for the top 5 snubbed characters from the Smash Bros. Fighter Ballot. Let's go back to April of this year, when Nintendo first made the announcement that fans would actually have the opportunity and the chance to vote for the characters they wanted to see added as DLC in Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. And that's when the internet went crazy. Fans were going on any form of social media stating the characters they voted for, the characters they wanted to see in, or the ones they think would end up winning the ballot. And after months of deliberating, speculating, arguing with each other, and awaiting the results, we finally got the announcement during the Smash Bros. Special broadcast that not only would Corrin from Fire Emblem be added as a DLC character, but Bayonetta was the sole winner of the Smash Bros. Fighter Ballot. Now, while many fans are pleased by the inclusion of Bayonetta, many fans seem disappointed and wondering, after millions and millions and millions of votes, how only one character was added as DLC. So in today's video, I wanted to count down the top 5 snubbed characters that the fans really wanted to see in. So without further ado, let's dive in. Coming in at number 5, Shantae and Shovel Knight. Now, you wouldn't think indie demand for characters would be so strong, but when it came to Shantae and Shovel Knight, the demand for these characters was extremely high. Both WayForward and Yacht Club Games were trying their hardest on Twitter promoting these characters, trying to get them included any way possible. And many fans believe not only would these characters have great movesets that would translate well into Smash, they believe to be a great way for Nintendo and indie developers to strengthen their relationship, and given 2 characters that weren't too well known by the mainstream audience finally get their chance to shine. But as we know, this did not happen. But there's no doubt with the great sales of Shovel Knight, it will definitely warrant a sequel in the future, and that WayForward will do everything in their power to make sure Shantae will star in another game in the future as well. Now move on to number 4, Banjo and Kazooie. Now, does it really come as a surprise to anybody that when the Fighter Ballot was announced that fans would be voting for Banjo and Kazooie? Of course not. Back in the day when Rare was still working with Nintendo, these guys starred in 2 of the most iconic games in the N64's library. And since then, fans have been praying and hoping that a deal could be worked out with Microsoft and Nintendo to have these characters included in Smash. But of course, we knew the likelihood of that happening was extremely slim. It didn't stop the fans from voting and hoping that a one-time exception could be made to have these guys be brought back on a Nintendo console once again. No doubt they would have been awesome and unique additions to the roster, but who knows, maybe in the future we can see a miracle and finally see the release of Banjo 3E? We don't know. Microsoft, make it happen. Now moving on to number 3, Rayman. Here's a character that the fans have really wanted to see in, going all the way back to the fake leaks, to the Rayman trophy being in Smash with still no explanation towards that. Fans were hoping that Rayman would finally get his chance to shine when the Smash Bros. Fighter Ballot rolled around. No doubt the demand for this character was extremely high, and with a great moveset that would translate extremely well into Smash, opportunities seemed to be missed when this character fell short of the ballot voting. Now, while some people disagreed on Rayman's inclusion by saying he wasn't, quote, iconic enough, or some people by saying after the Rayman Legends fiasco he wasn't worthy of being in Smash, many people disagreed by saying his wacky, zany look, along with his great moveset, would translate well into Smash, along with his extensive library of games, made Rayman a prime candidate for DLC. Maybe one day in the future, if there's another Smash game that comes out, we could see Rayman finally get his chance to shine and battle the best. But until then, hopefully a new Rayman game will be released in the near future. Now moving on to number 2, Wolf. Now, Wolf is a character, one of the cut veterans that the fans have really been requesting to return. I can't tell you how many free Wolf things I've seen on YouTube and Twitter, people just saying Wolf's gonna return, he's gotta return, he's a shoo-in, and I can only imagine how disappointed fans were to find out he was not gonna be returning. Especially after Lucas, Mewtwo, and Roy all got their chances to return, many fans deem Wolf as a lock to return as well. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Now, many fans disagree and say Wolf doesn't deserve to come back, he was cut for a reason, and he's just a clone of Fox. While an army of fans would disagree by saying Wolf is unique and deserved a shot to come back. But sadly, that did not happen. But who knows what the future holds? Maybe if there's a Smash Bros. Game at some point in time, we could see Wolf return due to his high demand. But until then, we're just wondering what would have happened if he was included in Smash 4. Now moving on to number 1, all of the highly requested Nintendo-owned newcomers. For many years now, going back to Melee and Brawl, or most recently with Smash 4, there have always been new characters emerging that the fans have been dying to see join the battle. So when the Fighter Ballot was in place, fans were voting non-stop to try to get these characters in to hopefully get their time to shine and be included in a Smash Bros. Game. Now when you break it down and think about it, there's only one Nintendo-owned newcomer that we got as DLC, which is Corrin. The other 3 characters with Mewtwo, Lucas, and Roy are returning veterans, and Ryu, Bayonetta, and Cloud are all third-party characters. but only one Nintendo-owned newcomer was added in Corrin. So because of that, I had no choice but to give the top spot to all those highly requested characters that would have been newcomers if they would have made it in via the Smash Bros. Fighter Ballot. So there you have it, guys. Those are my picks for the top 5 snubbed characters from the Fighter Ballot. Is there a character I missed, even though I think I covered every character extensively? But let me know in the comments if there was one. Do you agree with this list? Do you not agree? Be sure to tell me. But anyway, guys, that is the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and like always, for all the latest fighting game news and speculation, be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon with a brand new video.